Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about the real reason why I think Charlotte Flair won the Royal Rumble and is gonna face Tiffany Stratton. Let me state once again, I am no longer a wrestling fan, but I do like to keep up and everything because of the simple fact, even though my love for wrestling has completely died out and everything, you're always gonna be a fan at heart, deep, 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 deep down inside. And so after she won like the Rumble, I knew for a fact she was not going to face Rhea Ripley. I knew for a fact she wasn't going to go back to NXT and fight for that championship because that just would have been the same thing she did back in, what was that, 2022 or some crap like that. I knew for a fact, no matter what, it was going to be Tiffany Stratton, even though Tiffany just won her first major championship belt and everything. Because, in the wrestling community, it's Tiffy time and everything. And she is extremely over with the fans. How over? Tiffany Stratton is so over with the male viewership of the WWE fandom that you can't even comment like anything bad about her. Cause I was on Twitter and I was reading and somebody started talking about Tiffany's face and they said they think she's had some work done. And you can't say nothing about that girl because the moment you do, you get like attacked online. There are people talking about she's the prettiest thing to ever since like Trish Stratus and blah blah blah, and you're just crazy in the head or you're drunk or something like that, and like blah 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 and blah blah. I'm just reading comment after comment after comment of this one dude just getting attacked because he talked about the appearance of Tiffany's face and everything. And because it's like, and then people are like, it's just makeup. She hasn't had no work done. Yeah, she has about a gallon of makeup on her face, but there is something different about her face when you look at older pictures of her and when you look at her now. Either one of two things. Either because she's gained so much muscle, it reconstituted the shape of her face to have that more muscular, angular, sharper looking face, which does happen with a lot of men and a lot of women and everything. Or she just got filler. I know what some people are saying. She's 25 years old. She's too young for filler. Look, Hollywood people, especially actresses, are getting more and more filler by the day. It used to be people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now it's people in their 30s and 20s and everything. Because people are insecure and they feel like they have to like cover up every little wrinkle or every little imperfection. Tons of women in the wrestling business, just about every single last one in the WWE has had breast implants. Now they're getting that, and now they're getting butt filler and everything. And some of them are getting filler in the face, similar to Natalia and Michin and everything. You can tell that's filler and everything. But anyway, so yeah, she's over with the WWE fandom and everything. They love her moonsault, they love her body, they love everything about her, you know what I'm saying? So people are kind of like, why the heck would WWE strip her of the title and everything? Well, there's two reasons. One, she won Money in the Bank. When you win that nowadays and you're a female, you don't keep the belt for that long. Nikki Cross didn't keep it for that long. Liv Morgan didn't keep it for that long. That's just the norm of how it is nowadays. I think Io Sky kept it for a little bit longer, but even she had to drop it like really soon and stuff. It's just when you win that thing, it's just like they don't care no more. And another reason why they might strip her of the title is, of course, this whole Charlotte Flair thing. So what the video is about, why do I think Charlotte Flair won the Rumble and everything? One, she's a Flair. And the WWE is always handing her championships and stuff. And people are getting really tired of it. Like, she really wants to outdo her father's number. And when they took away the whole, oh, if you win the next, like, NXT championship belt, that doesn't count no more. So it knocked her down a peg, and she has to regain that and everything. Another reason, simple fact, she is Flair. The WWE has overexposed her to the point of shoving her down fans' throat to where they're just sick and tired of her. And, because of that, they always look at her as their like saving grace and everything. Every time there's like a wrestler or a champion who is like, for whatever reason, needs to be like, get more over with the fans or have like an epic match, they always bring her back to do stuff and stuff. That's what happened with Nikki Cross. She won and she was over at one point, but then people got tired of her with that superhero thing. And what happened? They took the title and gave it to Charlotte and everything. And so, like, when Rhea became champion at one point, let's face it with Rhea Ripley. She looks great, but there's something boring about her. I don't know what it is because I've seen some promos and I've seen her wrestle. I don't know what the world it is, but there's something kind of boring about her. And when she first became champion, she was this big, like, muscular woman with a short hairstyle and like the biker punk look. And she would just hold a championship belt in her hand, just smiling for some reason. I'm like, you look like a monster heel. Why aren't they promoting you as one? And what happened? Charlotte came in and took that belt. And so, like, with Charlotte being out for 2 years and having wrestled and them just handing her this big victory is just kind of odd. Yes, she was hurt, and yes, there was technically she was having like some problems in the company, like she wasn't liking her position apparently. Then she got married, now she's divorced, and so like they're just gonna give her another championship and everything. But one thing a lot of fans don't know is that Tiffany Stratton is actually a huge Charlotte Flair fan. See, I didn't know this because I didn't know who Tiffany Stratton was a couple of months ago because I had stopped watching wrestling. Then I watched and I'm like, ooh, who's this cute person? So I started watching her wrestle and stuff. So then I looked her up on Wikipedia and it says that Charlotte Flair is one of the inspirations as to why she became a wrestler and everything. That is like her huge like idol of a fan. So of course, we've seen this before. You have a younger like wrestler and like they're a huge fan of an older wrestler in the past, and then they have those dream matches with them. Becky Lynch had that whole feud with Trish Stratus and everything. She was partners with Lita and everything. She was fans of theirs and stuff, and that seems to be the norm when it comes to that of the women's division nowadays. And so, like, of course, Tiffany Stratton is gonna want to wrestle her idol and everything. But I wasn't really expecting them to take that title off her just that fast. But they might just have Flair wrestle her and lose. You know what I'm saying? That's always a possibility because they're realizing that fans are getting tired of her. So much they're about to turn Charlotte a heel. Charlotte came in as a baby face and everything, but then what happened after she won? Fans turned on her and the dislike buttons went completely up. And she had that promo on like Raw against Rhea, and people said she tanked at it. I didn't watch it because I don't watch wrestling no more. But apparently it was so bad that people started making fun of her online. People are also making fun of her because she's getting divorced for like the millionth time, like her father. People are making fun of her because her face looks completely different. And so, like, with all that, Triple H is like, all right, we gotta turn you heel. You know it's gonna happen because it's Tiffy time. People are hating Flair, so they're gonna turn her heel. It's literally some type of Rock situation from last year. Now, what I would have done if I was doing all this booking and everything, if I was Triple H and everything, why are people calling him Papa H? I don't understand that. Anyway, I would have booked Charlotte Flair entering the Rumble as a heel. I would not have her win, but I would make it to where she is actually the one who attacked Jade Cargill or whatever her name is. I don't know. I don't really don't even know who she is. I know what she looks like. I just don't even really know who she is. That's why I can't even say her last name right now. Cargill. I'll just say that. I don't care. Jade. I'll just say that. I would have her be the one to attack her all those months ago because nobody knows who attacked her. People assume it's Bianca. People assume it's Naomi. Why would it be Bianca? And she was having the match during the time we saw her hurt and everything. People are like, well, it could have happened before the match. Man, come on now. That's just a little wishy-washy thinking. The only reason why people want to see Bianca and Jade wrestle is because the moment Jade entered the WWE, they wanted Bianca to turn heel, which she was going to turn heel at that point because you saw it in her personality. And fans are like, well, you know, they look very similar with the body shape and the muscles and everything, and they're very strong. So how those two feud with each other. But WWE decided, nah, let's just like make them two like tag partners and stuff. I don't want it to be Naomi only because of that whole her walking out the company with Sasha Banks and like having to go to TNA and being a women's champ only to give up the belt to come right on back to the WWE. And it's just kind of like, dude, you made that statement to walk out. You walked out and you've only been gone for like a couple of months. And then you're right back on in the same company. And now they're not really doing too much with you. I mean, yeah, you're a tag champion only because Jade is gone. And it's like, you know, whatever. And as for Jade, nobody knows if she's injured in real life. And that's why she had to be written off. But from what people have said, she is in the Performance Center and everything. And I truly believe one reason why she's in the Performance Center is, and why she has time off is because from the matches I've seen with her, she's really sloppy at wrestling. Like, really. She's kind of like the female version of Goldberg. She comes in, she's a little sloppy, then she'll hit you with like a big move, and then boom, pick up the win. And it's just like, nah. And so it's like the best match she ever had was against Piper Niven sometime last year. Because Piper actually made her look good in the ring and everything. And so this could have been like a perfect thing, right? Because we all know the moment Jade comes back, either Jade is going to be a heel or she's going to get revenge on whoever attacked her. And then that person is going to turn heel. And it's probably going to be Bianca or Naomi. And so what they could have did is just had Charlotte be in like the Rumble. But then all of a sudden, here comes Jade out of nowhere, not wrestling because she's, I guess, not 100% cleared or whatever, but had her come back and just attack Charlotte Flair. Instantly, fans would be all like, that's who did it. That's who attacked her because she saw who did it and that's who she's going after. Then you could have had like a whole Jade versus Charlotte thing, turn her heel. And then you could have had like, you know, eventually her going against Tiffany and stuff like that as an actual heel. That would have been a whole lot better and everything, but, you know, wrestling booking is the way it is right now and stuff. Now, who I actually wanted to win the Royal Rumble, I don't know. I don't really pay attention no more. I know I don't want it to be Bayley. I love Bayley, but Bayley's had too many championships and too many wins. I love Bianca, but she's had too many championships and too many wins. A lot of people wanted Io Sky. I really like Io. Dude, she's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she was just a women's champ not too long ago. So give her some time off a little bit. And she just recently turned like face a couple of months ago or whatever. And, you know, I would say give her time. There's not a lot of women in wrestling today that I'm just kind of like, oh, you deserve to be champion. But, you know, Alyssa Bliss did come back and everything. And she had a huge, like, you know, pop and everything. And she came back looking like Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad. And, you know, she looked great in her outfit and everything. And I actually prefer the skirt instead of little underwear tights looking thing. But, you know, like, once again, she's been out for a couple of years. And she would have came back winning this big major match. So if people are gonna get mad at Ronda and Charlotte for doing that, and they will equally get mad at her for doing that. But I think they would have been okay because of the ovation she got. When Charlotte and Ronda came back, nobody really cared, and everybody was all like, "Why do they always get stuff handed to them?" And so, since she has been out, I think, what was she? She got married, I think. I think she got pregnant, I think. And I think she had like an illness or something like that. So it's kind of like she needs to get back into like the swing of things, you know what I'm saying? And she needs to get back on top. And so, I know Tiffany. I'm pretty sure Tiffany's a face now, but I don't really see that staying like too long. And with the Alyssa Bliss looking, all like golf and everything, they could have easily turned her heel at one point because some of her best work when she was a heel because she's so tiny and short and so skinny like a toothpick. You don't expect her to be like so mean and everything, but she's a good like valley girl. So like I would have made her heel, made her win, and then have her go against Tiffany and everything. But I wouldn't necessarily take the belt off Tiffany only because, it's Tiffy time and everything. You know how the fans are and stuff like that. Alrighty, well I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.